I've been doing it a long time, and I like the effect that it has on music and performance. I like to be able to take my music that I've been working on in the studio and test it in front of audiences, as well as put old stuff that they know, and also like free booze is awesome. The best part is that people are affected by the music that I do in the live show, and it translates to them in a way that is a positive thing. It makes people feel better. It makes people feel good about themselves. I don't quite know why, but I know that it works, and so I'm happy to be a part of it. I think that's my favorite part of it. I mean, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have a wife, I don't have kids. I do this. It's as crazy as possible. It's very selfish and it's selfless. I do this because I want people to feel good. I do it because I can't really do anything else. You'd be a fool not to. I think with me, a lot of why I got into this was because I actually love people, and I found a way to connect with people in a way that makes them happier, more involved, more exposed to something. I don't know what it is, but there's something that during a performance, that the sets that I've been doing, it brings out in people. And I feel like if it wasn't for that, there'd really be no reason other than that to do what I've done, you know, for this amount of time. I love performing. If that's something I can provide just through being a nice person, like at the end of the day, it's really not a lot to ask. It's part of my job as far as I'm concerned. And I think if artists got more involved with their fans in a real level, not just a like, you know, I downloaded this tool that allows me to up my friend count, you know, like like in a way that you talk to people like humans and you impress them by the fact that there's good people who are just like them and are doing things that are seemingly impossible, but they're right there. The really nice thing is Canadian hip-hop is now kind of a thing of its own, where it's looked upon by people outside of this country especially as something that has its own identity. Canadian hip-hop is honest. It's fun-hearted at heart, and it's about stories. Because Canadians are more humble by nature, there's just more of a sense of humor or a sense of perspective to the stories, and it's not so self-referential or so like, here's me and here's why I'm better than you. This is why I'm hot, this is why I'm hot. Yes, I know you're hot. It's probably really fucking very heavy on the temperature out there, and scissor and whatever else doesn't cool you down. But I mean, I think, yeah, Canadian hip hop's fundamentally important because it's different. A way to use humor was a good way to break people down to a more accepting level of what they see from a human perspective. I think you can really steal people into your vision if you can make them smile. I know that from a performer's perspective, when I first came up, I was watching a lot of people do this, like, throw your hands up, and when I say ho, you say ho. And I was like, nah, I don't really want to say ho. It's 9:30 at night. Like, there's no girls here, I don't want to yell. At a certain point as a songwriter, you stop writing about yourself and you write about people. I mean, if you're a good songwriter, because what you want is to actually captivate people and make people moved by words and have them feel like it's their own experience. I use tricks. I like to use tricks. I like to use humor and I like to use harmony, because I think they're two of the most subversive ways of gaining people's attention. Because I know for a fact that I've sung things that I wouldn't even know what the words were, or if I did, I would be horrified that I was singing them, because they were catchy and they were perfect, and I don't even know what I'm singing, but I'm just singing it all over and again. And I realize if you can get words into that melody or into that addiction or into that catchy feel, and the words are valuable and they're not pandering or they're not stupid or they're not sexist, they're actually just feel good at a fundamental level, or, you know, just truth stuff, you know, like, I think that to me is what I'm trying to capture.
Haven't you noticed our main focus, how the topics get tackled, get in a downward spiral once our cages get rattled, and don't you